Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see my connection. Hello, Miss Letitia. So I'm on Facebook. I'm sorry, I'm on um, YouTube and TikTok right now. YouTube and TikTok. So, hello, Kim, Shonda, Neasia. Am I saying your name correctly? Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey from Texas. My internet connection on TikTok may be a little funny because I don't have Wi-Fi in this location. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. So I'm here for 3 days. And I wanted to update you all on this child tax credit. So TikTok, if I'm going in and out, then you may want to join me on YouTube. I'm Patrice Stewart on YouTube, okay? Checking in from Miami. What's going on, Miami? Cookie from Florida. Empath from Texas. Oh. I wrote you on your link. I'm trying to speak with you to get a consultation. You say you wrote me on my link? Hey, from New York. Brian, so the link that I have on here, if you're trying to do a consultation, I mean, that's just booking it. It's no need to write me. You could book the link at any time. So if you want, I'll put the my tax credit link on here. So if you're trying to book me for a consultation, then you can just book on here. Because if I don't know, when you say you wrote me on my link, I don't know what that means. Anthony from Cali, what's going on? Hey, Key, Lana. All right, you all. So appreciate you for joining. I know I have not been on YouTube in a couple of days, so I'm sorry. Sister been all over the place. I was in Detroit Friday, Saturday, Sunday, drove here last night to DC. Got here like 10 o'clock last night, and then I do have a meeting probably like in another hour. So I'm on business. Okay. I'm traveling right now. But while I'm on business, I do still need to, you see it? Okay. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, just book straight on there and you can pick, whatever consultation or call matches your, you said my YouTube is blurry? Girl, I don't know. Ain't no telling. I'm in a different area. So like I said, my internet is not good. This particular place that I'm staying, it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So I'm literally banking on my Comcast, whatever, Xfinity. I have Xfinity as my phone service. So all right, let's get straight into it. Okay. So thank you all for joining. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, like my page, hook a sister up. All right. Okay. TikTok. What I wanted to talk to you all today about is this child tax credit, right? So many of you have started receiving payments if you have children, okay? Again, the child tax credit is for those who claim earned income credit or child tax credit and you have children under the ages of 17, okay? So what I wanted to let you know was some people are going on the portal, right? And in the portal, it may tell you that you have a account number that the check was sent out to, and you may not recognize. What I want you to understand is if you went to someone to do your taxes, like my office, right? We prepare taxes for individuals. Yep, there it goes. Say it's unstable. This internet is horrible over here. And I'm paying for this. Let's see. YouTube, are y'all still there? Because it's telling me that it's reconnecting. All right. Let me know if I'm still on YouTube because it says I'm reconnecting. But So what happened is I had a client who went on and it had an account number. They did not recognize the account number. So they contacted me at the office asking, did the money come to us? Okay, cool. We still on. So I have told every individual who has come to my office, we will not receive your payment. So if you went to someone and they prepare your taxes, okay, they are not going to receive your payment. So if you went to a tax preparer, a tax office, H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, something like that, right? I have my own company, of course, Tax Create Academy. And so we process taxes for individuals and we are able to take our refund out, right? So if you went to someone and they processed the taxes for you, they did not receive your child tax payment, you all. I just want people to understand that, because it may say on the IRS website that it went to this account number. But what it is they're going to probably be mailing you a paper check. So if they don't have your direct deposit information and you did not receive your payment via direct deposit, then you're going to receive it in the mail, okay? So if you go on there and it shows it went to this bank account number, pretty much what that bank is called Evolve Bank, EVLOVE, right? Evolve Bank. But what that is, that's the bank that they are issuing the checks from. Okay, so if it shows that you have a payment coming via check and you don't know the bank account information, more than likely it's a check that's coming in the mail. All right, so that's one of the biggest things is, do I get it all or some? So, okay, so the real black butterfly, you must be new. So last week I talked about this with the child tax credit. So what's happening is they are sending out monthly payments depending on your child's age and depending on pretty much your child age. So any child 6 and under, they are sending you a payment of up to $300. Any child 6, pretty much 6 and under, and then 6 and over, 6 to 17, you'll get a $250 payment per month, right? And that's per child. I do not know anything about Hero Pay, Asia. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not familiar with Hero Pay. But I really just wanted to kind of update you on that one, because a lot of people are going to the portal. And if you get access to the portal, it may or may not say an account number that's out or alarmed. All right. The main thing is if they do show an account that you do not recognize and it's saying that it's a bank account or it was sent or it's a bank deposit, more than likely they're mailing you a check. That's pretty much what that is, right? Because after that client called me on Saturday, they sent me a message yesterday, telling me pretty much this is what happened. So it did have this routing and account number that they didn't recognize, but then they got the check in the mail, I guess Saturday evening, Sunday, whenever they checked their mail, and it was an actual check, right? But the check was from Evolve Bank. So the check may not say U.S. Treasury. It may not say, you get what I'm saying? It may not say what you're used to, because again, what did I tell you all? This is something completely new that the government has never, ever done before, right? So all of this system, the portal, the payment link, how they're issuing the payments, everything is something completely new, all right? So I'm sure there are going to be a lot of different things happening. And as things are coming in, as people are updating us with their experience, then I'll definitely get on, and update it for you all. But as far as I know right now, what you're supposed to get as far as the payment is a direct deposit or a check. Those are the only two ways right now that they are saying that they are issuing the checks. Again, I put on my link. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, you have not been to the portal, if you want to, and let's just go over a couple of facts that we talked about last week when I did this, right? One of the facts were, do you have to claim anything to get the money? Supposedly, no. They're supposed to be sending these to you all automatically, right? Now, if you do not want the monthly payments, then you need to go on the portal and opt out. All right. So as we're being told, you're going to automatically get the payments. And then if you do not want the payments, then you need to go on the portal and opt out. When I started the YouTube video at the top, you all, I pinned it. I pinned my message. So at the very top, the link that I have, I created a link on my booking site where you all can actually go straight to the portal, or you can go to the White House information page to get more information. All right. On TikTok, same way. You can go to my profile page. There's a link on my profile page. And what I did was I created a child tax credit portal link for you. And then I created a child tax information page for you. All right. So for those of you who have like more detailed questions that I may not be able to answer for you, you can go on the portal. You can go on the information page and look that up. It's the White House page, and it has a lot of questions, a lot of Q&A. Because I see you all have stuff coming in. Hold on, YouTube. Let me answer TikTok real quick because their questions are short. I'm late. What's the topic? Topic is child tax credit. I didn't want it, so I did not use the portal. And I noticed this morning it's in my account. That's why, because you didn't opt out. You have to opt out if you don't want the monthly payments, or else they're going to automatically send you the money. So you have to opt out. So you can still opt out for next month if you don't want the payment after July. So you can opt out for August, but you have to go onto that portal, create an account, and then opt out of it so that they won't send you any more payments. Have you heard of them issuing deposits for one child and not the other? Yes, that's possible, because again, like I told y'all, this is something new that they created. A lot of people did not get their stimulus payments. So I kind of knew that some of you will get paid for one child and not the other. So yes, that's very much possible if you got paid for one child and not the other. If that is, then you'll just get the full credit when you file taxes in 2022. Okay. But they may update that for the next payment. So just see, or if you can log into your portal, you can see and update that information, because maybe they do not have your, other child in the portal link, but maybe they only have a record of that one child. But yes, that is an issue with some people, that the parents are only getting the payment for one kid, two kids, and you may have more. All right, YouTube, Jessica says, hello. I could set up an ID Me account and I still haven't gotten the payment question from my tax preparer. I still hadn't gotten payment question. My tax preparer had other dependents check, not tax credit. Is that the holdup? I couldn't. Oh, you say I couldn't set up an ID account. That's going to be an issue. I really don't know. Jess, I can't answer that because I didn't do your taxes. I'm not your tax preparer. So as far as, what information they put on there, I can't tell you if that's the holdup or not. The main thing is if you have children and they're claimed on your taxes, then you're supposed to get a monthly a monthly child tax credit payment for them. All right. All of the payments have not gone out yet. They are still processing payments for July. So I don't want you to think that it may not still be coming. They are making direct deposits and they are issuing checks by mail. Okay. But as far as that, I would try again to maybe get an ID account or an updated to where you can get into that ID account, because that's the problem is if you're not able to update your information on that portal, then more than likely you're going to have issues. And went to the portal to turn it off. Leave my taxes alone. I'm already mad confused with how this going to go, that I'm a business owner. I'm going to save the payment I did receive. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what it is if you accept the payments, then they're going to deduct whatever total amount you got, right? So remember, we talked about this last week when I did the breakdown of the child tax credit. If you all didn't see that video, then you may want to go on YouTube, TikTok. because I did put an original video out last week regarding the child tax credit. And then I wrote on the board, kind of gave some examples, adding it up, right? So let's just say, again, if you got $250 a month for the next 6 months, that's $1,500. They're going to deduct that $1,500 from your tax refund next year. So remember, the child tax credit went up, right? They increased it this year. So it went from, it's a $2,000 child tax credit. $1,400 is refundable. So the credit itself is $2,000, but they're giving you up to $1,400 back, right? As a tax refund. That's the credit part, right? Well, in February, your government raised the tax credit to $3,600. So it's $3,600 for children 6 and under, and then it's $3,000 for children 6 to 17. And so what that is whatever dollar amount you're going to get, because remember, it's not an automatic $1,400. It's not an automatic $3,000. It's not an automatic $3,600. It's up to that dollar amount. And that's going to depend on your individual income, your individual tax return, you all, okay? And so depending on that, let's say that you qualify for the full $3,000. Well, if you accept the $250 per month, then they're going to deduct that $1,500 from your $3,000. All right. So that's how it's going to work. So you're not going to necessarily know until you get the payments from them to see exactly what they're going to deduct. So just like this young lady just stated that she hasn't received the payment for one child, right? But she received the payment for another child. So next year, you'll get the full credit for that child if they don't send you the payments at all. But if you get payments on one of the children, then they're going to deduct that. So just know, whatever they send you, they're going to deduct that. Okay. That's the plainest, simplest way to say it, is they're going to deduct that from your taxes when you file your taxes in 2022. All right. So let's see. I still haven't received my taxes or the last stimulus for my children. So again, shy tax lady, shy tick a day. I don't know, girl. We're just gonna say shy. Look, yes, a lot of people are still waiting on their taxes. I have about 35% of my client base that is still waiting on their taxes. Very, very much. So yeah, a lot of people are still waiting. So don't be alarmed that you are still waiting on your taxes, especially if you had unemployment on there, or if you said I answered your questions. Okay. Or if you had, I forgot what was the other thing, but if you had unemployment and you filed before they made those changes, what they were doing, they're going through and they're adjusting that. So again, what I tell y'all, over 200 million people file taxes, and you probably have less than 5,000 IRS agents working. Okay. So one of the reasons that this tax season is slow is you have a lot less people working from the pandemic for the IRS, and they did a lot of auditing. They did a lot of audits in the middle of this tax season. This season here was one of the most audits that they've had in history. I'll say that. Okay. So they definitely cracked down and almost stopped tax season to do a lot of audits. So yes, if you are still waiting, it's not uncommon that you're still waiting if you have not got your taxes yet. Okay. Also on the portal, when you go on that site, it may or may not update you with a payment date. Okay. They have not been able to update every single person's account if you're getting a payment or not. Okay. So I just want you to know, don't go on there and be alarmed if you don't see a payment date. You all got a lot of questions, so hold on, bear with me. Mine just says processing, and I filed in February. Didn't ask them to hold. I filed in February, didn't ask them to hold. Well, that's the thing, Shy. You never ask them. You don't have control of that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just filing taxes. You don't have control of when it's going to be processed. This is not a regular tax season. So no one got their taxes in 2 to 3 weeks. Most of my clients who we filed in February and March just got paid or are still waiting. So again, this is not a normal tax season. Accepted 3/19, finally approved, deposit date 7/21. Okay, they gave you a date. Everybody, and you also filed March 19th. So that was before they did the new tax law change, because they changed the laws for you for unemployment. So remember, those of you who did have unemployment taxes, they changed the laws where they gave you the first 10,200. You did not have to pay taxes on that. So a lot of you who had filed your taxes, they owed you money if you paid into it. So if you paid your correct taxes, then they owe you more money. Your taxes more than likely increased. Some people saw an increase in their taxes when we processed them. They were like, oh, well, you told me I was getting this amount, but this amount got deposited. But a different amount got deposited. Filed the taxes before those changes were made, then they owed you all money. All right. Okay, YouTube, here I come. I'm getting ready to answer the rest of y'all questions. I saw someone on here telling people that this is false. These girls are gonna flip at tax time. That what is false? I didn't get the third either. I let them hold it because I want to buy at tax time. I saw someone on here telling people that this is false. These girls are going to flip at tax time. What do you mean by? Yeah, what do you mean when you say that this is false? That what is false? At property, you can claim the missing stimulus on your taxes. Well, mine just saying process. Okay, I answered that one. Yeah, so pretty much the third stimulus, a lot of people have not gotten that as well. So the third stimulus is supposed to be off of your 2020 taxes. So what we were told was if they are still processing your 2020 taxes, then that could be a reason why you did not get your stimulus payment. But some people got their stimulus payment and they had not processed their 2020 taxes. So that's not true either. But the third stimulus payment was based off of your 2020 taxes. If you did not receive the first or the second stimulus payment, you could have claimed that out of your taxes, telling people that the tax credit will not come out of taxes. Okay, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about then, because you can clearly go on the White House site and see that. The payment is going to come out. If you're receiving monthly payments, they're going to deduct that from your taxes next year. They're going to deduct that from the credit that you would have gotten, right? Because normally you all get these credits during tax time. It's never, ever been where they send you monthly payments. So that's why I said this is new. This is completely new. It's going to be some problems. It's going to be some mess ups. It's going to be some issues because they've never done this before. So it's definitely going to be some issues with it. All right, here I come, YouTube. So here we go. Let's scroll up. Okay, I answered that one. I called the IRS. They said you can opt back in September. Is that available if we opted out for the first time? So per the website, yes, you can opt in and opt out per portal. That's what I'm being told, per portal. Again, I don't have kids, so I can't speak wholeheartedly as far as what you all have to go through, what you opt in, what you opt out. I didn't do the portal. I didn't have to do the portal because I don't have children to claim. Okay. So I don't know. Again, I'm on here sharing information and leading you to the portal if you need the portal or you need the IRS website with the link. But as far as but you can't opt in and out. Right. But I do think that they have a limit too. So it's like you can't be opting in 1 month, then opt out the next month, then you either need to opt in or opt out. But you can opt out definitely. And if once you have your portal set up, you'll be able to go. You'll be able to opt out once that portal is you have access to that portal. But you have to go on that ID site first and go onto the portal. I got one and went. and went to the portal to turn it off. Leave my taxes. Okay, I saw that one. What if I usually owe the IRS? Will I owe more next year because of getting the payments now? So, Shonda, no. So if you normally owe, that's because of however you do your taxes, or maybe you don't have enough taxes coming out of your W-2, or you're self-employed and you pay your taxes at the end of the year, right? But the payment itself, that child tax credit, is strictly for the children and the child tax credit. So as long as you make under $150,000 as a married, filing jointly, and as long as you make under 100, it's like 120,000 and some change as head of household or single, then you qualify for the child tax payments. So even if you owe, right, normally owe, right, then they're still issuing you the child tax credit payments, because that's based off of you claiming a child. It's not really dealing with if you owe or not at the end of the year. But that could affect you when you file your taxes next year. I just didn't know if I should just wait or be worried about the other dependents part. And yes, I'm still trying. Thank you, because it's important. Okay, yeah. So just try to get on the portal or get access to the portal to where you can add that your other dependent. Because that's the thing, is once you get access to that portal, you're able to add your kids. So if you're missing a kid or you're missing a payment, or let's say someone else claims your kid, you want to make sure that you're getting the payment for it. Hey, little sugar. Hey, little girl, sugar. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. YouTube. Hey, Shannon. Shay says, do the taxpayers supposed to split kids' money if they filed the child? No. So, okay, wait a minute. Do the taxpayers supposed to split the kids' money if they filed the child? So are you saying like you and the father splitting the money? Because that was a question that somebody had last week, and I was not able to answer that. If you claim the child one year and the father claims the child the next year, how does that work? I wanted to know that question too. Is that what you're asking me, Shay? To split the kids' money if they filed the child? Because who's splitting? Who's the taxpayers, pretty much? Because somebody else could be claiming your child. And of course, they shouldn't be getting the money because you take care of the child. You just let them claim it on the taxes. Are we getting a tax relief in 2022? Miss Grant, I don't know, baby. As far as tax relief, is that another stimulus payment that you're asking about? I don't know. As far as what I know right now, there's nothing on the table right now, but we won't know. It is custody joint. Right. Right. She say it's custody joint. That's how you'll know. As far as splitting the payment, that's on y'all, whoever gets the payment, But yeah, that's a good question as far as like if it's a parent, if it's two of y'all and you claiming the child one year, then dad claiming the child the next year, that is a good question. Who's getting the payment? But as far as splitting it, that's going to be on whoever the account comes to and the account holder. Why is it so hard to do the identity verification for taxes? Man, KJ, I don't know. You know what? They say that they are trying to stop identity theft. So I shared that last week as well with my video for you all, that if you do decide to do the identity verification, to make sure that you have your credit report handy, right? That you may want to go ahead and get a free Credit Karma account and have your credit report handy, because they do ask for a lot of personal information on that identity verification. Because and like I said, they'll ask you for what's your auto loan account number. They want to know the whole 16-digit auto loan account number. They'll say, what's your student loan account number, right? They want to know the whole account number. So you may want to have your credit report handy when you do decide to go on to the link to do your ID verification, because I've been told that from a lot of people that is very hard to verify. I'm filing my child in January, but the money is going to my significant other who claimed our child for 2020. Will this cause a problem? It could. It could. I think that question is on the White House portal, Miss Nelly. Again, if you want to click the link that I put here in the pinned in the chat, that I have two separate links for it. One is the child tax credit portal link, and then one is the White House Q&A link. The White House Q&A link has a lot more questions that y'all have, and maybe what'd she say? No, because my brother got twins. He filed one. The ex-wife filed one. It's bootleg, but still. So if your brother and his ex-wife filed each child, did they get a payment? Did they receive a payment for each child? Because it is. I said it's bootleg. I said it's going to be crazy. I told y'all this. I warned y'all. All right. I'm always warning y'all. I'm trying to always get on here and warn y'all of the craziness because we can see it clearly that it was going to happen, especially with this damn child tax credit. I'm like, they should have just left this alone, but they wanted to help. This is what they call it. They wanted to help the parents and give you all these monthly payments. But to me, it seems like it's ending up being a lot more of a headache than why are you ignorant? How about I just block and delete you right now because you are just an ignorant person and I don't have time for ignorance or hate. On to the next. Thank you. You are off my feed. Let's see. Hold on, y'all, because when I see people, I have to block and delete them immediately. Because what we will not do is feed into that energy. No negative energy around here, baby. No negative energy, all positive vibes. All right, that person is gone. All right, so yeah, I worked for TurboTax this year, and some people who filed immediately got put in a manual review. So it held those people up. Some people who claimed back stimulus or previous year's income got held up too. Sapphire Music, hey family. So what if you file taxes now? If you file taxes now, there's still a delay. I mean, we're still filing taxes at my office and people still aren't getting their taxes in a 2 to 3 week period. Nobody really is getting taxes in 2 to 3 weeks during this season. I think every single person, I've had maybe less than 10 clients get their money in less than 3 weeks, I would say. So even though we're still filing taxes right now, they're still delayed. Brian says, it says you can opt out in and out before the 28th of each month. That's what I read. Okay, Brian. I definitely know it's a deadline before you can opt. So it says you can opt in and out on the 28th of each month. Okay. How likely are you to get a refund if someone else filed your dependent before you were able to file this year? So your refund is based off of the taxes that you pay, T2 Love. So that's impossible for me to say to you because I don't know what your income is, what your taxes are. So your refund is based off of your individual tax return. So it's not necessarily about how likely are you to get a refund if someone else filed your dependent before you were able to file. And why would somebody else be filing your dependent before you were able to file? So if you have some type of identity theft or fraud or somebody using your kid that you let them use it before, that you may want to dispute that. But yeah, your refund is based off of your individual tax return. So I can't answer that part for you because I don't know your taxes. Yes, a family member, not the father. Yeah, I mean, so Shay, for the member filing the kid, the family member is more than likely going to get the payment. And no, I wouldn't say you should be splitting that. See, again, I don't know what y'all have going on with y'all people when you allow somebody to claim your kid. But if the kid lives with you and you pay for the kid, you shouldn't be splitting the monthly payment. But that's gonna be between the two of y'all, pretty much, Shay, as far as the family member who you dealing with. But the family member should definitely not be keeping the entire payment. They're not taking care of the kid. You just let them file the kid on their taxes. So yeah, if that's gonna be an issue, I would definitely sign up on the portal. So that way you can claim your own kid. Okay, if you got to go back and forth with the family. And sometimes, yeah, I mean, it is. Sometimes the answer just is not listed. If a 17-year-old child turns 18 before the end of the year, would that be a reason to not qualify? Yes, because the child tax payment, when they calculate the child tax payment, they go off of how old the child is in this year. Remember, you filed the taxes in a prior year. So when you file 2022's taxes, you'll be filing it for this year's income, 2021. Mr. Dark Mental, hello, King. How are you? Yeah, one to him and one to her, but they literally have split custody order in their divorce decree. Okay, see, well, that's why, because they have a split custody order in their divorce decree. But if like they flip-flopping a child because they got twins, it would be different if it was one child and they both were flip-flopping that child. Then I would like to see how that outcome would come. Because in this case, they have twins. And so one parent is claiming one kid and the other parent is claiming the other kid. That makes sense. That's what a lot of parents do when they have more than one kid. But in this case, the young lady was asking about one child being claimed by two parents every other year. And so that is an issue. Thank you, Twine. Patricia Woods. Howdy, Bay Squad. We're not doing Bay no more, though. Bay is over with. William. How are you, William? Bay is over with. We stopped that whole program, everything. We're not going to move forward with Bay. So I'm going to give y'all a new name when I create my new name. The other thing is I didn't want men to feel left out. So once we stop that program, I'm going to be utilizing a whole new name for our group, for our business group. Me and my business coach are coming up with names now. I may get on one day and ask y'all opinion on it. Which top 3 out of these 3 do y'all like the most? But we want everybody included. And with Bay, men are not okay with saying Bay, badass entrepreneur. But a lot of men felt like it was a group only for women. And for me, I never wanted to only market to women. My goal has always been to market to men and women. So yeah, we starting over and we starting fresh. So we'll have a new name for the badass entrepreneurs. So we won't be using Bay because we want the men to feel included, and we want to come up with a name that everybody can feel a part of the community. All right. So in Florida, if you file a child that's not yours, you get $500 to $1,000 this monthly. Ain't their business. Oh man! In Florida, if you file a child that's not yours, you get $500 to $1,000. So okay, so that's what you're saying. You get $500 to $1,000 when you claiming the kid on the taxes. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know. No, I say, all y'all and these kids and this stuff. You only getting $500 to a G, And some of these people getting like $3-4 grand for claiming your kid, and you only getting 500 to 1,000. Man, baby, bye. That ain't enough for me to be claiming. That's why I said y'all is tripping. These people getting $3, $4, $5,000 for your kid, and you only getting $500. Baby, bye. I'm a numbers person. I'll be like, ma'am, this don't add up over here. 500 to 1,000. Do y'all know what some of the people get for y'all kids? Y'all need to start asking for paperwork. Man, one of my clients came in there talking that smack, talking about they paid somebody something. I said, did you ask for the paperwork? You need to see the tax return, baby. Because the earned income credit alone is up to 33 and some change for one kid. It's like 5,800 for two kids, and it's like 6,300, 6,400 for three kids. You talk about 500 to a G, baby, back. These people, y'all parents is getting played. Quit letting these people claim your damn kids giving you 500 to 1,000. Y'all better start asking for receipts for tax returns, baby, back. Tawa says, I hear you already. I stay in Florida. How do you do that? Put me in, coach. No. So Brian, I'm on TikTok and YouTube. So one of my TikTokers is saying how much the parent gets if they allow somebody else to claim their kid. So that's what she was saying. The average rate in Florida is going for 500 to 1,000. I'm like, that's low. Because if you let somebody claim your kid and they getting 3-4 grand and they only breaking you off 500 to a G, that's not even half. Like, that's not even, it should at least be 50-50. Because I'm giving you my whole kid. You get what I'm saying? So you only paying somebody 500 to 1,000 and you getting like 3-4 grand back, depending on. That's a little ripoff to me. I'm sorry, but let me mind my business. Let me stay in my lane. That ain't my problem. I ain't in that. All right, y'all handle that. But I'm just saying, if y'all letting somebody claim y'all kid, y'all better start asking for some proof or some paperwork, because I need to see what you got. All right, because if you getting back 5 grand because my kid on here, and you was only getting 1,000, but now you got an extra $4,000 because my kid on here, baby, you not running me no $500. That's highway robbery. Baby, bye. See, but this is why people don't like me on here, because I'll be talking and telling y'all what it is, because they've been lying to y'all for a long time, probably telling y'all they ain't got that money. Ask for that paperwork. Ask for that paperwork, baby. Ask for that paperwork. Can't nobody claim my one straggly child. That's just what I have seen. Oh Lord. It's all here. Okay. Leroy say tax credit if my wife's pregnant now. So if your wife's pregnant now, if she popped that baby out before December 2021, you should qualify for the tax credit next year. If that baby is born in 2021, you'll be able to claim that child on next year's taxes. But if your baby not coming to the middle of next year, then you will be claiming that child the year after. Yeah, I see it's the goal. Yeah, not here. I wish those parents would stop giving other people their kids social for a tax return lick. When their kids turn 18, they could become a victim of identity theft. Melissa, we see it all the time. Yeah, especially if they want that go around to different, letting somebody claim their kid every year. Yeah, I see it all the time with identity theft with those kids. She's like, oh no, you owe me some coins. Right, little China, that's what I'm saying. You owe me some coins, baby. That don't add up. People be so desperate to get anything that they will take whatever and don't ask questions. Yes, that's why I teach financial literacy to our people, okay? To people of color. Because people of color, we got to get better. We got to get educated better, because them the ones that is getting the most raped around here. All right? Because it's like, Yeah. And a part of it, I'm gonna be real. Y'all know how I am. A part of it is because people don't want to read. People don't want to read. And a lot of knowledge is in books. Okay. A lot of knowledge is in books. A lot of people would rather me just get on here and tell you everything instead of you going on the child tax credit site and looking it up and reading through them questions. A lot of people don't want to read. But if I got on here and told you everything, then you fine with it. Like, and that's part of what happened with that other mess is people be like, oh, well, so-and-so said. I need y'all to get out of the so-and-so said. I need y'all to read and fact check. All right. Because it's real. For kids, for 500 to 1,000 is you are lowering yourself. You are not allowing your worth. I'm gonna just say that because these people are probably getting 3 to 4, 5, depending on how many kids they claiming. Because some of y'all are claiming selling off 2 and 3 kids. I know one girl that got 8 kids. She sells the other 5. She claims 3 on her taxes and she sells the 5, and she's probably getting $500 instead of getting $1,500, $2,000, which is what you should be getting if you allowing somebody to claim your kid and they getting that much money back. But hey, that's it. That's all we can do is educate. Can't nobody. Oh, that's the same one. My connection is going in and out, y'all. I'm sorry on here, so bear with me. Let me see, because then the person who I am waiting for also just messaged me. Let me see what she said. I may have to get off of here. Chastity. Let me see real quick. Let me go on my phone. Girl, you could come up here. So I'm in Detroit, actually. I'm in Detroit. I'm in DC meeting a client, a new client of mine. We just met by phone. And I drove out here to meet with her because we about to put this thing together. And so I'm in this little nice apartment that she set me up in and I don't have to pay for. I'm so happy. I'm like, come on here, boo. Put me in corporate apartment. Put me in a corporate apartment. Yeah. So girl, you come on up here. I ain't nobody funny like that. I'm sorry. I think I just clicked TikTok off. TikTok. Shoot. Where'd TikTok go? Okay, TikTok. Sorry, y'all. Am I back? All right, I'm back. YouTubers. Girl, people get mad at me because I was told I asked way too many questions. No, you don't ask too many questions. That's how you supposed to be. Either you want my kid and you gonna run me my money, or that's it. Tech Credit Business Consultation is the truth. Thank you, Patricia. Tazable laughing. Key J, yes, one of the realest tax and business strategies you're gonna ever meet, baby. Don't trip. What about SSI? Still get SSI and claim your kids. A lot of people think they can't, but you can file your SSI on your taxes and still claim your kids. I did taxes for 2017 through 2019, and because my son had a new SSN number, they didn't accept them for 2017, 2018, saying I owe, but 2019 says they owe me. So Noni, you're going to have to manually mail them in if they didn't accept them, because just because he has a new social, they may have had an issue with it electronically, but you can mail in your 2017, you're not going to get the refund because they only allow you to go back 3 years and get your refund. TikTok look like they cut out. I may have to start over. TikTok, I'll restart y'all. Okay. I did the tax right. So no need for 2017. If you owed or got a refund back, then you will have to mail in your taxes. Ooh, what's that? You have to mail in the taxes. But this is how the IRS works. They only will send you a refund back for the last 3 years. So you got 2020, 2019, 2018. You forfeit 2017. So if you got a refund back for 2017, they will not send you that money. Okay. They only will send you your payment. They will only issue you a refund for up to the last 3 years. All right. So I need y'all to know that, because it's very important when you filing your taxes that you get that time frame in, so that way they don't play you. You get what I'm saying? So you don't get missed out on your money, because the worst thing is to file taxes and then you don't, and to file taxes too late, right? And then you're not able to get a refund. Twan says, wish you lived in Texas. I could use someone like you to tackle my taxes. Twan, I work with clients in all 50 states. I don't have to be in Texas. I have about 12 states actively that we file taxes on, and actually Texas is one of them. Atlanta, Georgia, I have clients in Atlanta. I have clients in California. I have clients in Florida. I have clients in Georgia. I have clients in Mississippi. I have clients in Minnesota. I have clients in New York, Indiana, Michigan, and it's like 2 more states, Arizona. So yeah, my office, we file taxes with clients in all 50 states. I'm not limited to Illinois, where my office is. TikTok, I had to end up cutting out on y'all because my thing about tax credit, okay? So let me finish going through these YouTube questions. I'll be seeing you next year, sis. This Q&A is great. Thanks, Shonda. How do we get your services for taxes? So Noni, on my same link here, I'll type it in, but I have a link that I posted here at the top that I pinned. And so that's my booking site, well, one of them. This is my main booking link though. And I have Book Me. I have a tax appointment. I have new tax client appointment, and then I have current tax client appointment, and I have virtual and in-person. So I have like 4 different appointments. New in-person tax client appointment, and then I have new virtual. So virtual, of course, if you're out of state. If you're out of state, then you submit your paperwork through this secure profile link that I have, and then we process you that way. But I just put it on here, and I'm gonna just pin it too, so you could see it. I know, don't it look really nice, Nelly? That's what I said. I said, girl, come on here for hooking me up. Didn't have to pay for no dang on hotel room. How was the mobile homes in Detroit? The mobile homes in Detroit was decent. Actually, I didn't do a lot of mobile homes. We only looked at a few mobile homes. I ended up looking at like some real property in Detroit, like some commercial spaces, some houses. Because in Detroit, you can get like a whole single family upstairs, downstairs brick house for like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So, and I ended up going to a marijuana farm too, because I've been wanting to do growing. I've been wanting to get into growing and getting a dispensary. And so I talked to a friend of mine who was telling me about, who introduced me to a friend of theirs. So I got to go walk through a little farm. I was real excited about that. So I took some pictures and I put it in the Facebook group. Patricia Woods, I don't know, are you in my tax cred Facebook group, the private group? Because I uploaded some videos in there about the farm, and because of course I don't want his information out there, like, so people could see everything. But I shared it with y'all in the group, in the private Facebook group. Hi, music to my soul. Music in my soul. I like that name. I do have Instagram. I'm just not on there a lot. I'm Patrice L. Stewart on Instagram, and then I'm my company name, Tax Credit Academy. So Tax Credit Academy on Instagram and my name, Patrice L. Stewart. So it's better for you to probably be on here than Instagram. I'm not on Instagram much. My following on TikTok and YouTube is a lot better. So I have a private group on Facebook. So on Facebook, it's called the Tax Credit Academy Group. It's my company name, but it's the in front of it. So the Tax Credit Academy Group, if you search for it, answer the 3 questions, and then we let you in. But in my private group, like I share a little more information than I do like on my normal social media platforms. Okay, I answered that question. I don't take to read a book to know you get scared out of taxes. Right, little China, that's true. It don't take to read a book to know you getting scammed if somebody trying to pay you $500 for a kid. Do I check the portal for SSI? Sapphire, when you asking about SSI, I don't know what you asking about directly because this is about the child tax credit. So what exactly are you asking about with the SSI? They expected my taxes, but said that I should have gotten a refund for all 3 years. I did get it in 2019. Okay. Yeah, and then you just also still want to look at it and see, maybe have a review. I do tax review. So like if you want me to review the tax return or look at a tax return, my tax review is $179. But I do have some people who want to pay for it to make sure that the taxes are filed properly or making sure that you're getting all the right proper credits that you should be getting. So my tax review starts at $179 to review a tax return. So either way, but you can get in contact with me if you need to file the other years, if those years have already been filed. But with 17, more than likely, you're going to have to mail it in if they didn't accept it electronically. And no, Shay, it's not too late to file taxes. You can still file taxes for the last 3 years. So my office, we're still filing 2020 taxes. We're still filing 2019 taxes, and we're still filing 2018 taxes. So I kind of hate that when they say that whole tax season and tax deadline. So tax deadline, which this year they pushed out to be, what was it, May 15th? They extended it to May 15th. Is normally April 15th, but I want to say this year they extended it to May 15th. So what that tax deadline or set up a payment plan, but it doesn't mean that you cannot file taxes after May 15th. That's what I think a lot of people get misconstrued on, that they think that they can no longer file taxes. So if you get a refund, you can file all year round. Right? If you owe, you can still file all year round, but I just suggest that if you owe, to go ahead and file them and get on a payment plan immediately. Because the thing is, when you owe, you're charged interest and penalty. So the longer you wait, the longer you draw it out, the more you're getting charged interest and penalty. So you may start off owing $1,000, but because you don't want to file the taxes, or you thinking that waiting is going to do something, you may have gotten an additional $500 worth of interest and penalty. So now you're paying $1,500 versus the original $1,000. So if you get on a payment plan, all you pay is the interest. You no longer pay a penalty. So it's better to be on a payment plan. Get them $100 a month. Get them $50 a month, and then that way that keeps them off of you. You know what I'm saying? That keeps them off of your back. That keeps you in good standing. So that's what I always suggest to people. If you think you're going to owe, go ahead and file the taxes and get on a payment plan immediately. Oh, tapping in from Egypt. Come on, tap in, tap in. Smoke Cloud Gang, that's what's up. You in Egypt, that's what's up. Trying to get that one day. I did not get the child tax credit. Would that be because I didn't file? Yeah. Well, so you're saying you haven't received the child tax credit payments? Is that what you're saying, Music in My Soul, that they started this month? So if you haven't received the payments, then yeah, because they're going off of your 2020 taxes for the payment. Excuse me, for the monthly payment. I don't know why her messages aren't coming through on my Apple iPhone. 1 second, TikTok. I don't want to put y'all out again and then you go off again on me. Trying to see. Excuse me. Let me just tell her I'm on YouTube. She's live. So just come up on the dress. Oh, that's why it's not working. That's why my internet. Then you file your 2020 taxes, then they'll start sending you out your payment probably within a couple of months. They'll process that and then they'll start sending you your payments because they said that they were sending everybody the payments automatically. You would have had to opt out not to get it. Jay Sneaks, thanks for everything you do. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you. Answered that one. So me and my wife got a payment for the child tax credit. How will this affect me when I file my taxes during tax season? I'm confused about the child tax credit versus earned income. So Skins Nation, those are two different credits, remember? So I think you were on my video last week. If not, I remember you commenting because you told me that you talked to your wife about me and I like that. So thank you, brother. So maybe it wasn't that video, but I did a video last week about the child tax credit, right? And I kind of broke down and had the board. I was at my office and I had the board and everything. So you got earned income credit, which is one credit, right? And then you have the child tax credit, which is two separate credits. So they're not going to intertwine with each other, right? The earned income credit is one credit. The child tax credit is another. So it's not going to affect you as far as like, with that. Now, what's going to happen and how it's going to affect you is if you take the monthly payments, they're going to deduct that from your child tax credit. So let's say if you got the full, let's say you had a 7-year-old, right? So any child under between 17 and 6, you get up to $250. Any child from 6 and under, you get the $300. So let's say that they pay you, you got a 7-year-old, so you're getting the $250 a month. So if they give you $250 a month times 6, that's $1,500. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to deduct that $1,500 child tax credit from whatever amount that you qualify for. Because remember, I told you all, it's going to be based off of your individual taxes, right? And your income that you claim. It's not a one size fit all credit. So it's not an automatic 3,000. It's not an automatic 3,600, right? What it is it's up to 3,000, up to 3,600. Some of you may get 1,800. Some of you may get 2,000. Some of you may get 2,800. Some of you may get the full 3,000 or 3,600, right? So that's what it's going to go off of, your income and what that amount is. So if your income qualifies for the full credit, right? Let's just say you qualify for the full $3,000 credit because your child is 7. So if they're 7, you get up to 3,000, right? So if they're 6 and under, then you get up to 3,600. So if your child is 7 and they sent you the 15, they're going to deduct that $1,500 from your 3,000. So now you're going to get 1,500. Whereas normally you get the full credit when you file the taxes. So that's what it is they're pretty much breaking the payments up and giving you some of it now, and then they're going to give you the rest come tax time. So you shouldn't, because again, it depends on your income. Your income may switch up from year to year, right? But if you qualify for the full 3,000, it shouldn't hurt you with receiving the monthly money. But let's say something happens and you get a big bonus this year, right? Let's say that your income shoots up where you qualify for where you're over the income threshold. Because remember, married, filing jointly, you have to stay under $150,000 worth of income. So let's say you got some big bonus or you got a new job and you was making that 150. Well, that could affect you because now you're not going to get that $3,000 tax credit if you're making over $150,000. So in that case, you may owe $1,500 because they paid you the $1,500 for these last 6 months. And then when you filed your taxes next year, you no longer qualify for it. See, that's going to be my concern with people who are doing it. Now, the other thing is a lot of people aren't getting raises like that or switching jobs where their income is being that drastic, right? But it's possible. So those are the things like that could happen or would affect you, as if your income was too high or maxed out where you no longer qualify for the credit, or you don't get enough of the credit to what they paid you out. But $1,500 and $1,800, because if you're getting $300 monthly payments for 6 months, that's $1,800. If you're getting $250 monthly payments for 6 months, that's $1,500. Majority of you, if you're claiming kids, your credits usually add up to more than $1,500, usually, depending on, again, your income, right? So you should be okay. We'll see. But that's going to be probably the biggest thing. The biggest difference is if people's income is higher for next year that they're reporting. I haven't got child tax credit either. I got the other stimulus though. Okay, so you got your stimulus, but now child tax credit, they just started. They literally just started making these payments last week. They said that they was going to start on the 15th, but a couple of people got their payment on the 8th. So if you haven't got it, it don't mean it's not coming because July not over with yet. They still processing payments for July. So it doesn't mean that you haven't got it. They literally just started a week ago with these child tax credit payments. So y'all got a lot more. You got the rest of the month pretty much to get the payment. Does my taxes have anything to do with me not receiving the child tax credit? I haven't received my taxes. Yes, that could be the holdup. Because they are basing the child tax credit payments off of 2020. So if your taxes are still like in limbo, still being you have not received the credit. But again, I just said they literally just started doing the payments like a week ago. So you all still have another week or two in this month, like two more weeks in this month to receive it, because they're either going to mail you the check or they're going to direct deposit the check. All right. So either mailing it or direct deposit it, either one. What if I claim my business this year? You're welcome, Skins Nation. What if I claim my child this year, but next year his father claims him? So yeah, I don't know, you all. That question, all business, nothing personal. A lot of people have been asking that. And unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that question yet. Because that, to me, that's a very big thing, right? Who's gonna get it? Because if you flip every other year with the parent, which parent is supposed to get the claim, right? So I would suggest that you click the link. So in here on this live, I put 2 links on there for you all. One is for the portal and one is the White House information page. I'm not sure. I may, if I have some time, I may go on there to try to see if they answer that question for you all on there myself, because a lot of you all asked that question. But as of right now, I really don't know. I would just say go to the White House portal that I put up and see if that information is on there. Because on that one, they have a long list of questions that a lot of people have. So I'm hoping that they answered that one for you all. I haven't gone through that site in detail, like looking at the questions and stuff. The information that I gave you was the link to get there. So you're not searching the internet, typing it in, going to different sites, because there's a lot of sites that fake like they're the IRS. So you just want to make sure that you're on the right site. So I'm pointing you all in the right direction to make sure that you get to the IRS site. So if you click my link will take you to the portal. for you to be able to create your account with the portal. If you want to opt out, if you want to update your banking information, if you want to update your kids, you have to create a link. You have to create the portal, you all. And then if you have questions, I have a second link that's for a Q&A for you to get more information about this child tax credit. Because again, this is new. They have never done this before, right? So a lot of you all are going to have questions. Everything I can't answer for you, but I definitely have the resource for you to look further into that. Thanks, Tex. Let's see. I'm gonna be on meeting in a minute, y'all, so I'm gonna get off in a moment. Do you guys have any other questions right now? Is tax credit. So they increased the actual credit. So no, you'll get this credit moving forward. Hey, love, who refer your web page? I did my own web page. I did my own web page. That's all me right there. Yeah, so I did my own little booking site page, Patricia. I'm actually coming up with a course to teach y'all how to set y'all. I did one recently, but I actually am going to do another course where I'm teaching you all how to set up your online systems. Your booking site, your website, your calendar page. Like, it's so much stuff that y'all could actually set up on your own for free. I don't want to say for free because time is your money, right? But instead of you paying somebody else to do it, if you have the time, then you can actually set that stuff up yourself and start making money online, or having clients book you, or classes, or whatever online. Because that's what I tell y'all. Like, if you're in business, you always want to have some type of link for people to be able to book you, schedule an appointment with you, talk to you. And a lot of that stuff could be set up like in less than an hour. So I held a class like maybe 2-3 weeks ago for that, but I'm gonna do another one for those of you that are business owners, because a lot of people have been asking me about that. So actually, we getting ready to do a 2-day workshop. So a 2-day Start Your Business Challenge. I think I'm gonna do it August 28th. That's the last weekend in August. So for those of you that want to learn how to set up your own EIN number, your own LLC, your own corporation, you want to learn how to start building business credit, I'm going to go over everything in that class. That class is going to be a 3 to 4 hour workshop. It's going to be $397, okay? But I teach you everything for you to be able to start your business instantly. So after that day, you would have everything set up. And I'm giving you banks to go to, lenders, vendor accounts, like everything. I will learn how to build my own website. Snow collection. So if you're interested in that class, I'm telling you right now, text me to 773-923-1763. That's my VIP text number. And then text 2-day business class to that. So I'm going to type it into here on YouTube. 773-923-1763. Text 2-day business. So I'm going to do a workshop for 2 days. And then, like I said, that's the... there we go. All right. So do you have to make a certain amount of money to do taxes for your business? So no, like, some people file a 0 tax return. I personally hate 0 tax returns because you kind of putting it on paper that the business didn't make no money, right? So I in my opinion, I don't do 0 tax returns for my clients unless they just really want it, like a non-for-profit. That's good to do a 0 tax return because you have to file it, right? But like for a business, if you an LLC or a corporation, you can wait to file taxes until the company actually starts making some money. But it's the way you worded it. Do you have to make a certain amount of money to file taxes for your business? No, you don't have to make a certain amount. You could have had a loss and you could file taxes. Pretty much as far as with business is what you spent on the business, right? So you may have started the business, let's say last year during the pandemic. You may have spent $10,000, right? To get your location, your office, your equipment, whatever, right? That's what we call startup costs. But then the pandemic hit and you wasn't able to open up and you wasn't able to make no money. So you actually took a loss because you spent 10,000 expecting to make more money in the business once you opened up. But once the pandemic hit, a lot of business owners took a loss. So a lot of taxes that we filed this year were a loss because a lot of business owners invested the money into their business, but then unfortunately, because of the pandemic, they were not able to make the money back. So like that's an example of you not making a certain amount of money, but you had expenses. So you may have had business expenses, but maybe you didn't make the money back. So it's up to you. It's really up to you, when and how you file the taxes. But that's an example of not having to make a certain dollar amount. You could have had a loss and you still filed the business taxes. But just know this, when you put that on taxes, when you put that on financial records, because remember, taxes is financial statements. So when you put on there that the business had a loss or made zero, that's a tax document, right? So you're saying that the company made no money. If you want to go to the bank and the bank say, hey, we want to look at your tax return, and they pull your tax return, and now you got that you made zero or a loss, what you think the bank gonna do? They're not giving you that money for the loan because you just showed that you can't pay the money back. Your company, your business didn't make no money. So that's part of the reason why I'm a tax and business strategist, right? Because you got a negative $10,000. How you gonna pay me my $100,000 back? You get what I'm saying? So you got to think like the bank. So when you're doing financial documents and data and record and stuff, you just want to be cognizant of that. All right. You just want to pay attention to stuff like that. So, but that's the reason why you hire or pay somebody like me. All right. For that type of advice, Noni. Do you have a program to teach people how to organize your business receipts throughout the year? So I do have a program coming out, right? So the thing is, what we're doing is I'm working on this monthly membership. So actually, we'll be probably rolling it out by August 15th. I'm working with my business coach, my social media team, like literally as we speak. So next week, I'm doing 4 days worth of taping content, right? So taping content is like this, me sitting in a room and I'm doing a video on a specific topic, and then I'm going to release it to the membership. So it's going to be twofold to the membership. So we're going to have a personal side of the membership where I'm teaching like personal budgeting, right? How to start a budget, how to buy a house, how to purchase your car, stuff like that, right? So that's going to be the personal side of the membership. And then I'm going to have a business side of the membership for those of you who are business owners, right? Which is similar to like Biz Create Academy. So I got Tax Create Academy, right? Which is everyday financial information topics, right? But then I'm going to have Biz Create Academy that's strictly for you business owners who want to learn stuff like that, like how to manage your receipts, what accounting systems you should use, what type of tax expenses and benefits. You get what I'm saying? So, but it's going to be released over monthly content because it's so much. I can't just overload you all with a bunch of stuff. So if we release it monthly, I have a different topic that we go over, 2-3 different topics every month, and then you'll be learning stuff like that. So yeah, in the membership, we will have that. Okay. There she go. All about business, all business, nothing personal. I like that name too. So yeah, you get in my text community, all business, nothing personal. If you text 773-923-1763 and text me like what I put on here, that 2-day business workshop or business classes. If you text that, then I could put you in my business category. So that way, when we do launch next month, because I'm going to be giving all of you all who are in my VIP Academy, VIP membership, a early bird discount. So like if say it's $50 a month, then I'm going to offer it to you all at half the price. So it'll be $50 a month. You get what I'm saying? So you get an advantage if you're in my text community. So all business, nothing personal, text me to 773-923-1763. And then that way I can add your name. And then when we launch next month, you're able to get access. Snow. I use online checkout for my jewelry, but I would love to have my own site. Girl, yeah, come on. Most people who are selling products online, y'all should be on Shopify. Shopify, and then you should have a link for other products and services. So like if you click on my link, you'll see that I have different things, right? A bunch of different things for you to click on, but then that way it directs you to those topics. So if I'm doing a class, it's got the class. If I'm sharing you the child tax credit, it take you to the child tax credit. But my link has like 10 different places that you can go from that one site. So some people have a Shopify site, and then some people have that link, that tree, that's what we call it. So, and then the tree helps direct them from there. Patricia Wood says, I have my financials and business already set up. Could individuals join a portion of the business workshop depending on how the course is structured? So, Patricia, you don't need that workshop then, because that workshop is literally how to start your business. So if you already have your LLC, EIN, business account, and software, I'm not even finna take your money and waste your time. Like, I'm not even gonna do that. Like, that's not the class for you. I'll have more classes coming out for you later on, especially once the membership is launched. But yeah, you don't need that class. That class is for somebody who needs their EIN, needs their LLC, needs their business account. You get what I'm saying? If you already got that, you don't need to be in that class. Mari, I'm finna tell you right now, take that statement off of here right now that you just posted on here. Delete this. I heard what you said, but delete that. And then I'll still answer that for you, but delete that. You never put that online. Never, ever, ever put that online that you did something like that. So delete that comment right now. But pretty much how you give it back is you have to contact the bank. Whoever you got the money from, the lender, you have to contact the lender in order to send that money back to them. All right. I just opened up an online store. Business. Let's see how it go. Shay, you got to have a little more power in yourself than that. Talking about let's see how it go. I need you to be a little more excited, a little more enthused. How is your business gonna thrive if you're not pumped up about it? I need you to be like, yes, girl, I just opened up my business. Let's get this money. I need you to be like, yes, girl, I just opened up my business. Let's get this money. I need you to be pumped. I need you to speak life into your business. You got to be like, I just opened up an online store. Patrice, I'm about to do $10,000 this month. Like this tongue is power in it. All right. So when you speaking, especially when you speaking on yourself or your business, I need you to speak life and power over that baby. So Shay, I need you to retype your sentence. Okay. I just opened up an online store and let's see how I make 10,000 this month. That's what you need to be saying. Or how I'm gonna make 20,000 this month. Now let's see how it go. All right, baby, we're gonna get that together. Positivity. You speak that over your business every single day. I speak life over myself. I speak life over my business. I thank God. I wake up every morning. Thank you, Jesus, for my business. Thank you, Jesus, for my clients. Thank you, Jesus. And I have a gold card. Let me show you something. As a business owner, every single business owner, you need to have a goal. I know we off the child tax credit now. Now I'm on something else. Because I got a couple of business owners on here. Every single business owner, All right. You need to have a goal every single day, every single week, every single month for your business. My business coach taught me this. He said that he made me get this card created. Okay. It's called My Digital Growth Aim. All right. On the back of my card, this is what my statement is. I started working with my business coach June 12th. So I put June 12th, 2022. I got 1 year. But my goal, I speak this every morning. Every morning I wake up, I look at this card. I have this whole wording printed in my house. So when I wake up out of my sleep, I see this, okay, in black and white. I have this at my office. It's on my wall, all right? Every single business owner, you need to do this. I earn $1 million per month, consistently on total autopilot, doing what I love, helping millions of people live a happy, prosperous, financial, and spiritual life. That is my goal. Because I am a business coach, right? I'm a speaker. I'm an entrepreneur. So my goal is to reach millions of families and change y'all mindset. Teach y'all about taxes, credit, budgeting, money management, right? Financial topics, financial literacy. That's my thing. But I have to have this in my mind. I have to speak this every single day. I have to wake up, eat, sleep, breathe this. So every day I earn $1 million per month. Even if I'm not doing it mentally, this is what's going to make me grow. This is what's going to keep me focused. You get what I'm saying? So Shay, I need you to speak life into your business. All right. I need you to speak life into your business, and I need you to set a goal. I need you to have a goal card as to where you want to be. How much money do you want to be making? And don't be modest. That's why I said 1 million per month. I haven't even made $1 million in my business. But by this time next year, I will be making $1 million per month. Because I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work, what I need to be doing to get there. You get what I'm saying? But I still have to have a goal. Even if I made 10,000 this month. Okay, 10,000 is closer, then 20,000, then 30. You get what I'm saying? But you're going to continue to keep reaching your goal and climbing to new heights. It is. I told y'all this internet, this place I'm at, it don't have no internet. But that is the reason why people fail. Is because you don't see the vision. Because y'all don't, just because you don't have 100,000 in your account today don't mean you don't got $1 million business. I have $1 million business, even if I'm not making $1 million today. You get what I'm saying? But mentally, I have to know that. I have to know and see that, because you got to see it before it can happen. How can it happen if you don't see it, if you don't envision it, if you don't believe it? So I don't let people, family, naysayers, all that keep talking. But when I run this first million, you're going to be the first one asking me for something. You get what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all too, don't let y'all friends and family discourage y'all. Because people who are in a poverty mindset and have never made nothing in their life, never tried to do nothing, never tried to accomplish nothing, never set a goal, never set a dream, they're going to always try to discourage you. They're going to always be a naysayer. So let them be just that. Okay? But you know what your goal is and what you want in life. So create you one. Create you a little goal card and put on there what you want to make and start manifesting that. Start thinking every single day, every single hour, every single day. You get what I'm saying? Because literally what you speak here, this tongue is powerful. Every single thing that I have spoken, it's happened. Every single thing that I have wanted, it has happened to me because I speak it into existence. I manifest it with the universe, and then I'm doing the work. It's all of that. All right. It's all of that. It's the tongue. It's the manifesting. It's doing the work, and it will happen. It will come. My channel is buffling. It is. And it keep going in and out on here on TikTok too, y'all. So I told you I'm in DC, and I'm in this apartment, and it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So and they don't have Xfinity here. I don't know who y'all got. This company is on Cox. I'm on Cox right now. Cox Internet. I've never heard of them. So before we get off of here, because I think my appointment is almost here. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, she headed over now. So she'll be here in a moment. So I'll be getting off here soon. But yeah, if y'all need to get in tune, you need a little preaching, you need a little boosting, okay, then get in tune, because the next month we ready. My business coach said we should be ready to launch by August 15th. So I'm so excited for this launch, because this is how I'm gonna be talking to y'all. Like, we're gonna be doing lives. I'm gonna be on Zoom with my business owners. You're gonna get me like this one-on-one. I'm gonna pray over y'all. I'm gonna pray over y'all businesses with y'all. I'm gonna start teaching y'all some stuff mentally, how to grow and manifest. So this is what I've been waiting for. Like, the taxes is one thing, but I'm not passionate about taxes. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about getting on here and educating those of you who are up and coming entrepreneurs, whether you've been in business for 20, 30 years, or whether you a brand new business. We can always learn from each other. You get what I'm saying? It's my coach. I'm paying a business coach right now, right? My coach has a business coach. Every single person that I know, especially that are making millions of dollars, have paid for a business coach, and continually are paying, because you're continually growing on this journey. You're going to always need to grow, or, have somebody that you can kind of have pour into you, right? That can teach you something, because there's a lot in business. But any of y'all in business, write you a growth card. Write you a growth card out and put it on paper, because it's different when you see stuff on paper. You're able to manifest it when you see it on paper. That's why they say have a budget. That's why I say if you guys start budgeting your money and you write down your income and your expenses, you will see it. You'll be like, damn, I spent that much on buying food out. Like, when I did my budget, I spent $1,000 a month buying food out, because I'm always on the go. I don't have time to cook. I'm always working. But I was like, So I changed that. But I wouldn't have never really known that I was spending like $800 to $1,000 a month buying food. Because not only do I buy food for myself, I take care of my mother. So I'm buying food for my mother. I buy food for my staff. My office manager, she damn near eat every other day for free. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always buying food for who's working for me, or myself and my mother. So I was spending like a G a month. That's $12,000 on buying out. You know how much money I could do with that? So I took that $1,000 and cut it down to under half. I think now my budget is like $300 or $400. But it's like, you won't know that until it's written on paper, until it's in front of you, especially if you're not managing your bank account and all that stuff, or looking at it on a regular basis. But I'm sorry, y'all. Let me just make sure nobody had no last minute questions, because I did just completely go off of our child tax credit. He say Patrice spitting heavy bars right now. I'm low-key a little rapper. I have 5 children. Excuse me. I have 5 children. Am I able to receive the credit for all 5 in February 2020? Yeah, and that's the difference with the child tax credit, is that doesn't limit you. Like, the earned income credit, I want to say, limits you at 3 children. The child tax credit, it doesn't. It pays you per child. But it will be a limit to a certain dollar amount, but you will still get the child tax credit per child. Jermina. Big Cartel come good too. Yeah, Big Cartel is good, but I love Shopify. Shopify just got stuff differently set up for y'all. Patricia's sending positive vibes to Shay. Shay, my name is Patrice, not Patricia. That's my mama name. But I know you mean well, but I gotta correct you. It's Patrice, because I'd be like, don't call me Patricia. That's my mama name. My mama, that's her name. I'd be feeling like that's a little old lady name, because it's her name. This the part y'all need to listen to. Okay, come on, Real King's daughter. Just said this to my consort. We need to rewrite our business goals again. Yes, you do. Thank you, Tawana B. Ranking high. Yep. I just opened up. There we go. Come on, Shay. There you go. I just opened up an online store and I'm going to make 10,000. Yes, I got this. Come on. Let's roll. That's how I want you to start speaking. That's how I want you to start speaking, and say that. Mean it. I know I told you to say it today, but I want you to get in the mirror and start speaking that and saying that till you mean it in your mind. And then go up. Start at 10, then say, I want 20,000. Whatever you want to make a month, start saying that right now. All right? Start saying that right now. Drop that link so we can support. Look, Shay, look at this. Look at this community on here. Shay, you got your link ready? They say drop your link so they can support. Some don't know where to start. That can be the challenge, even when you knowing you working for yourself is your destiny. True, Kamitra, but that's the thing. You still got to start somewhere, because you'll take all day not knowing where to start. I didn't know a lot of stuff, but I still stepped out. This is what my business coach said too. Oh, I want to say the right term. Oh, one is better than none in a certain way. And so he was like, no, we're going to launch this August 15th. This is how it's going to be. We can always change it and update it. And that's what he was saying. One class and coaching program or membership is better than nothing. So many people don't have stuff because you waiting on it to be the best time, the perfect time. You don't know where to start. Just start. Just start. And you can always change it as you go along. But if you don't start at all, you'll never start. And that's why a lot of people you stay stuck, because you never started. You never went out. I'm getting ready to get off with them now. So we are here for our meeting. So I'm getting ready to go. I will be back on tomorrow for you all to update you. But I want anybody who was on here that's a business owner, I need that to resonate with you, okay? Go set you a goal card, create it, speak life over yourself, over your business. Ask God for guidance, okay? Ask God for guidance. And I promise you, it will happen. It will make it, okay? Again, nothing. Zero is better than, one is better than none. That's what he say. One is better than none. One is better than none. All right. I love y'all. Have a good night. We'll be talking soon. I'm like, yeah, I might as well jump on while I.
Yes.